man. Good to see you.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Long trip, eh?
Yeah.
You really look bushed.
You been staying out of jail?
No. Touched a Marine's table and got arrested.
You touched the Marines table when they were trying to recruit?
I walked up to Marines. I put my hand on the table. And they arrested me.
It's been a nice homecoming.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd rather train in.
He'd make a good-looking corpse, wouldn't he?
I'm just tired. Just tired.
My name's Stoney, and, yeah, so's your name. And what I do here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to you about politics. Because at this school, you don't hear a lot about real politics. And real politics has to do when you get out of school. You know, right now, things ain't too bad. You have to come here every bloody day. You have to sit in there. You have to look outside. But the seniors, you know, the people that aren't here, maybe they should have been here, pretty soon they're going to register them. You're going to get a thing in the mail, and there aren't any seniors here. You're going to get a thing in the mail, and it's going to tell you that you're ready to go to war. That you want to fight Iran. Now, if you watch TV, it looks real obvious. It looks like we all want to go to war. We all want to go over and nuke Iran. Anybody feel like that? You want to just go nuke Iran? How many? 1, 2, 3. See? It goes in order. You didn't follow him until he went, well, you know. Bah, bah, bah. You know, I know because I used to go to this school. I used to have Sieblum for class, and Joe Sullivan, and John Mitchell, Mrs. Smith, all these people, and they're still here, you know. But that's okay. It's the kind of stuff that they're teaching you. The kind of stuff they're teaching you about politics. It's not very real at all. And what I do out west, I try to organize students, college students, to resist. And when you talk about resisting, when I open this book and find out what they're teaching you about resisting, you know, like fighting back, because sometimes you're going to have to make that choice of whether you're going to support your government in a war across the seas. And here's why your government goes to war. Because they need money. Money. They need money. Has nothing to do with Iran took the hostages. Now, if you've read the papers a little bit, you talk, it might sound like the hostages are just defenseless people who got caught in a bad situation. I was just typing there, and here came these mad... You know, it looks like this. But what they do, every embassy in all the countries around the world have spies in them. Now, spies aren't the kind of people that live next door to you, you know. How you doing, Joe? Where you going? Oh, I'm just out for a day of spying. Okay, It doesn't work like that. And so most of the people, as a matter of fact, these are facts I'm telling you, and I'm not just guessing that these are CIA agents. The CIA agents are the first ones to go into the country to try to take it over. You can say things back. You know, this ain't a classroom. We can really talk out here. You'll notice that the more clear information you're going to get is going to be outside of your school. Because they train you for the factories here. They steer you. And all the information you get from kindergarten on up is steering you towards this economy, which needs to get bigger all the time. It needs to get bigger. And that's why the United States has been in Iran for 30 years. What can you do? Well, the first thing you have to do is find out where the information is at. Find out if there's a teacher or anyone that has maybe a contrasting view to what you get, because you get so much information coming this way that says that everybody hates the United States and they want to kill the United States, and that our system of government is good and it has these problems. I'll tell you what happens in this form of economic system. It gets worse. Have the Marines been here recruiting? Tell me what's happening with the military. Military starting to come on to your campuses at all? Okay, what are they saying to you?
Showing you how it is.
Okay. Okay, they show you films?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about this?
I don't know. Might as well find out about it.
Great? Okay, some greats back here. It's a matter of, do they tell you that you might have to kill people for reasons you don't believe in? Okay. When I was in school, we wouldn't let the military in. They would find some resistance, which means we would question their ethics and their values. You know, when you're 6 years old, the military doesn't come into your kindergarten. Hi, I'm Captain Mullen. I'm going to be your instructor for about 6 weeks. Run your little... You know, you only happen to see these people when it's economically feasible for them to send you to war. And so I'll tell you, I've been arrested several times, okay? Thrown in jail for just doing this, okay? When you graduate, there's probably not going to be any jobs for half of you. That's the truth. If there's no jobs now, just think in 3 years, unless something drastic happens. A war. Then there's lots of jobs because they need to build war materials. They need to build them more and more. If you go down to the Army tank plant in Warren, they're building lots of tanks. They're going full steam ahead. They're not laying people off there. They're hiring more. That's what war is about. But I think the implications of what they're telling you are different from the reality of what's going to happen.
It's quite enough, Stoney. You have to submit.
Can't they stay here for a few minutes?
can. Let's go.
I'll talk to Mr. Olson.
Okay, that's your problem. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking to him. See, you have to remain in the electoral thing till...
Here comes David.
You're gonna have to fight to take over the student council. Of course, he keeps a grip on them. You keep a grip on them, and you end up having bake sales until you graduate. Getting nervous now?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay. What was your name?
Third party.
Okay, Gary. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Now, Pat, just get your gear and leave, would you? Shit.
Politics comes to Romeo. That's beautiful. I love it.
I don't want it. If I knew that you were going to do this on this school grounds, I wouldn't even permitted you to be here.
I didn't do anything but talk to him.
All the things that you're saying about the whole educational system. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't want it taking place on these grounds.
Well, what are the grounds that you
want to
challenge
do it,
those sort of things?
If you want to do it someplace else,
Well, I found out some things that I didn't know before about
I don't
school
care
here.
what you found out.
I just talked to him, Mr. Olson.
But that's not the point. If you told me this, I would have said no, Pat.
Told you what? What else did you want to
All
know?
you were talking to me what you did in Romeo High School.
Exactly. I'm feeding back exactly.
Yeah, okay, and that if you were coming here with an anti-war,
You have to. You have to. If the military's coming on this campus,
that's your feeling, but I'm not going to permit it.
is anybody telling them why the recruiters are coming to campus? Don't you people have any feelings of resistance against the military coming to take people? Listen, we're dealing with pre-World War III, okay? You have a responsibility as a school administrator to challenge things that are going to end the educational system here.
You were also questioning the Army over here, telling the students about, are they telling you about what goes on in the Army? Have you been in the Army?
No.
Then how do you know what goes on?
All I have to do
I've
is
been
read
there.
simple history to know what goes on with it.
I've been there.
But didn't anything occur like you were saying?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
I was in it.
I was in it. Hey, you put down the Army.
I sure am. I sure am.
And you haven't been there.
You know why you're letting them on? Because you have.
That's right.
Not
Well,
I haven't been there, and I don't want them to be there. They're supposed to go. They're supposed to go out and kill people just for the
I
experience.
didn't kill anybody. I didn't kill anybody. Did you kill anybody? No. We don't have to kill anybody to be in the
What's the purpose of having a militia, military?
What's the purpose?
Yeah.
For defense of the country in case of
Bull.
attack.
Bull.
Yes.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
Where's he set up?
Where are you going to run and hide when Russia comes over here?
You're going to have your own students speaking about that.
You're back in the 60s.
No, I'm not.
That way out.
No. You're going to have your own students speaking just like this. They're intelligent. They're intelligent enough to know that if you're letting the military on campus, you're going to yeah. High school I was educated in.
What'd you think about that? I mean, the administrators were pretty rough.
Well, yeah,
It's,
it's typical. I mean, those kids there don't have any legal rights at all to be able to decide what they can listen to, obviously. I think it's a matter of freedom of speech.
So you don't think that public education system's really free, or?
No, of course not. I mean, it's it's a well-known fact that the educational systems are geared toward the economical relationship to the government and that the corporations make, which means we overproduce, and so you gotta train people to be consumers. You gotta train them to trust their government, and that their government can do things without your knowledge, without your direct consent.
What'd you do after high school? Where'd you go?
I went down to Florida for a while. I couldn't find any work except, like farm work and stuff down here. So I went down south to work construction in Orlando. I was there about 6 months and got a good look at racism up close. The real blatant stuff, that they told us didn't exist there.
And from that,
Let's see. Came back home, worked up in Woodland Waters, this campground north of Romeo, for a while. Lived out there in the campground. Then I went to community college at Center Campus for 2 years. I was a recreation major.
Macomb Community College?
Yeah, in Hall.
What do you plan? I mean, you're a Canadian, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do now? I mean, would you ever run and try to change the government in an active manner, or just rather?
Oh, I'm a very active part of government.
Is that office seeker or something like that?
No, I don't think that's an active part of government.
How come?
That's the dead part of government. Myself and others, many others, are the active part of government, which is the people. That's the active part.